Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Honor to him, the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened one. My utmost respect to the perfectly enlightened Samma Sambuddha, the noble doctrine of the Buddha, and the noble Mahasangha, the disciples of the Buddha. Hello everyone, welcome to our Sutta Study Series. Every Friday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Time, and China Time Saturday 9:30 a.m. and IST India and Sri Lanka it is Saturday 7 a.m. and SST Saturday 9:30 a.m. and ICT Saturday 8:30 a.m. and WIB Saturday 8:30 a.m. We are meeting you with our Sutta Study Series. So far we have been discussing Majjhima Nikaya from the beginning, and this is the Mula Pannasaka and first 10 suttas, and the last of the first Vagga is called Satipatthana Sutta, which is a very famous sutta, and I think I don't need to explain much more about that. And so we have just started to translate word by word, and also in whenever it is required, we also went to the Satipatthana Sutta, we also went to the Satipatthana Sutta, and we went to these Attakathas. So today I just want to start again. I just want to remind you that the 5 benefits of Satipatthana Sutta is there. One is when you practice this Satipatthana, this will be for the purification of beings, and this will also for the surmounting of sorrow and nature, sorrow and lamentation, and also for the disappearance of dukkha and discontent, and for acquiring the true method, Nyayasa Adhigamaya and Nibbanasa Sachikiriyaya, for the realization of Nibbana. These 5 benefits are there in Satipatthana Sutta. Let me also share the link with you. Okay, so for those people who join us, they can also have a better look at with link. So over here, these 5 benefits we need to keep in mind, very, very important. Okay, and then we went to the 4 Satipatthanas. I already discussed about this. So Kaya Anupasi, that Kaya Anupasi and Vedana Anupasi, and number 3 Chitta Anupasi, and then number 4 Dhamma Anupasi. These are the 4 Satipatthanas that we discussed last time. Again, very important. And then we go to the, we also went to discuss about the qualities like requirements what are the things that you really need, then a monk can go to a, a forest or under a tree, root of a tree, an empty heart, and then he can sit, folded his legs crosswise, and then set his body erect, and then parimukang sating upattapetva, having established mindfulness in front of him. I again do not want to discuss too much about that because we have already discussed. And then I discuss the 10 kind of meditation techniques. This is really important. Okay, 10 kind of meditation techniques. So over here in the sutta, it is said, so sato asasati. That means he or she, whosoever practitioner, sato eva asasati, mindful he breathes in. Sato eva passasati, mindful he breathes out. And number 3, dighang va asasanto, dighang asasamiti pajanati. So the most important thing is sato, like mindfully breathing in and breathing out. Under these two, there are four each, and that means there are 8 more techniques that we need to be really mindful about and careful about. And it is, in fact, the Satipatthana Sutta is pretty clear. You can see dighang va asasanto, dighang asasami iti pajanati. When you breathe in long, you know, I breathed in long. Dighang va passasanto, dighang passasami iti pajanati. When you breathe out long, you know, I breathe out long. Rasang va asasanto, rasang asasami iti pajanati. When you breathe in short, you know, I breathe in short. Rasang va passasanto, rasang passasami iti pajanati. When I know, when I breathe out short, I know I breathe out short. So this long and short, breathing in and breathing out. And then sabba kaya patisangvedi asasisami iti sikkati. Sabba kaya, the experience in the whole body. So sabba kaya means whole body. So I think we also have discussed a little bit about that. Sabba kaya is the whole body, and that is the beginning, the middle, and the end of that breathing column that we have. Everyone has, when you keep practicing the breathing, it is a kind of a column. It is a kind of a volume is there. So from the beginning to the end, and this also the beginning point, nasikageva mukhanimittang, is how it is explained. So and otta majje is also mentioned as the when we talk about the parimukang sating. So nasikageva mukhanimittang is mentioned. So end of the tip of the nose and the upper lip. In between these two, we have that even less than maybe 1 inch, maybe 1 inch something. And that volume of air, that volume of breathing is the most important thing. And during this short span of breathing, we have to investigate, we have to experiment, we have to research so many things. And whether it is long or short, whether it is like incoming or outgoing, we need to know these things all. Really important again. So when you call about the Sakkaya Ditti, that means, sorry, Sabbakaya, that means from the beginning, from the entry point to the exit point, or exit point to the entry point, that breathing, or when the breathing, that column, when it touches the beginning, the entry point, and it goes, it touches the beginning point, the beginning point of the breathing column touches the nostril, and then the middle of the breathing column touches the nostril, and then the end of the breathing column touches the nostril. So Sabbakaya means that whole thing, beginning, middle, and end of the breathing column. So, and some even elaborate it as the physical, entire physical body of the breathing, and it depends on different interpretations, how they interpret this Sabbakaya. So Sabba means all, Kaya means body. So sometimes people can also feel like when they are entire body, when you breathe in, you actually breathe in through the entire body. That is also they are interesting. And then when you also feel like you can breathe through in the yoga, for example, they say you can breathe through the feet, you can breathe through the top of the head, you can breathe through the nose, we can breathe through the back, and all the every single cell of the body can become like a beehive, honeycomb. You can see how those little things, and when we breathe in, focusing on the entire body, that way also if it works, it's fine too. So in this case, we will leave the option open to you. And Sabbakaya Patisangvedi Assasisami Sikkati. So from the tip of the nose and to the what do you call, when you breathe in, it is the tip of the nose that we are focusing on, and when we breathe out, it is the top of the upper lip. The upper lip is what we try to Ottamaja, or middle of the upper lip, that we are focusing on. So Sabbakaya Patisangvedi Assasisamiti Sikkati, breathing out short, he knows I breathe out short. Sabbakaya Patisangvedi, so Assasisamiti Sikkati, breathing in and out, that's how we think. So when we breathe in, this is Assasisami. Breathing out means Passasisami. Then you have to focus on your upper lip. And then again, when you breathe out, the beginning of the air column touches the upper lip first, and then the middle of the air column touches the upper lip, and then the end of the air column touches the upper lip. So we can think that way and focus. And this is really like months of practice. It doesn't really happen overnight, although it looks like 1, 2, 3, okay, I know everything. No, it doesn't happen like that. You really have to work on these things a lot. First of all, it is important to know that you practice in breathing in, you do it mindfully. You understand, you recognize, you don't do it deliberately, but you do it mindfully. Means you observe it, you recognize it, you identify it, whether it is whether you are breathing in or whether you are breathing out. It is very important in Anapanasati that you both focus on these two, both breathing in and breathing out. Very important to be mindful about that, really important. And then Dighanga Sasanto, that this two is first two itself is a really you need to be really very well versed in that. You have to practice a lot, and then make sure your mind doesn't run away here and there. You need to fix your attention completely to the breathing in and breathing out. So whenever you breathe in, you can kind of fix your mind to that, your attention to your mindfulness into that. That way it will be very, very helpful. It is said in between the nostril and the upper lip. Visuddhimagga also talks about that. The mindfulness in between is like a security guard, gatekeeper. So the gatekeeper will be mindful, will be watchful about all the visitors coming in and out of the institute. So he will take care of everyone who comes. He wants to safeguard the institute. So the gatekeeper will be very watchful about those people coming in and out. Same thing, the sati or the mindfulness is like gatekeeper. Watch every single breath coming in and every single breath going out. That is the idea here. So satova asasati. Sati is like a gatekeeper. Sati is like a security guard. Whenever we have that sati, if we can fix the sati into our breathing, it is like the attention, the mindfulness and breathing, not two but one. Then you can feel you are fixed into that. Every single breath will be you will be able to focus on that. Really important. And then dighangva asasanto is the next stage. Dighangva asasanto dighang asasamiti pajanati. Now you will also recognize whether you are breathing in long. And when you're breathing in long, you recognize, you observe, you identify that. Oh, I breathe in long. And then dighangva passasanto dighang passasamiti pajanati. When you breathe out long, you recognize, you identify, you observe, I am breathing out long. This also needs a lot of attention, a lot of practice. And then you will recognize, especially at the beginning, I think we are before sitting, just immediately after sitting, before settling our, we mentally and bodily settling, we have a little bit of initial digha, or what do you call long breaths, long breathing in and long breathing out can be there. So we have to be mindful about that. We have to be observant about that. And then most of the things will be afterwards, when you are settled into your meditation, you are bodily and mentally calm, then it will become more or less rasang. That means rasang va asasanto rasang asasamiti pajanati. Breathing in short, he knows breathing in short. Then again, it is also you have to recognize it, because when it becomes short breath, and then people also tend to sleep, or maybe they tend to not really recognize it. That's very important. We need to recognize. At the beginning, we talked about the three important, very, very important qualities. That is the okay. Let me check that. So we need to remember that those three qualities. Atapi sampajanyo satima. These three things I want to say. Okay, atapi means ardent, and atapi sampajanya means clear comprehending, and then satima means you really have to be mindful. These three things are very important over here. Atapi sampajanyo and satima. So diligent, clearly knowing, and mindful. These three things you have to be there all the time. And then whenever you breathe in and out short and long, you need to recognize it. It's really important. And sometimes it can be very short. Sometimes even it can be very subtle later on. You need to recognize. You have to be patiently waiting and still not losing. Even maybe the temperature of the breath. When you breathe in, maybe it can be little cooler. Maybe when you breathe out, it can be little warmer, because breathing in with the oxygen and breathing out with the carbon dioxide can be little different sensation. You can even think of them if you don't feel that whether you are breathing or not, if you don't feel it. But if you are fixed into this breathing, you will feel every single breath. Really important. And then sabbakaya patisangvedi asasissamiti sikkati. And then passambhayang kaya sankharang asasissamiti sikkati. I shall breathe in, calming the bodily formation. So passambhayang kaya sankharang. So kaya sankhara, our body becomes very calm when we breathe in. I mean, when we keep in practicing anapanasati, sooner your body becomes calm and your mind also becomes calm. Passambhayang kaya sankhara. So you can when your body is calm, you have to also remember that I shall breathe in, calm in the bodily formation. So my body becomes calm when I breathe in. You can see that. Passambhayang kaya sankharang passasissamiti sikkati. I shall breathe out, calm in the bodily formation. So these 10 steps are very important meditation techniques in the Satipatthana Sutta. Okay, then we have pretty interesting what do we call simile about the first simile that we have in the sutta actually. Sayathapi bhikkhave dakko bhamakaro va bhamakarante vasiva dighang va anchanto dighang anchamiti pajanati. Rasang va anchanto rasang anchamiti pajanati. So this is the simile. We will keep chanting first, maybe reading this one. Evameva ko bhikkhave bhikkhu dighang va assasanto dighang assasamiti pajanati. Dighang va passasanto dighang passasamiti pajanati. Rasang va assasanto rasang assasamiti pajanati. Rasang va passasanto rasang passasamiti pajanati. And then sabbakaya patisangvedi asasissamiti sikkati. Sabbakaya patisangvedi passasissamiti sikkati. And then passambhayang kaya sankharang asasissamiti sikkati. Passambhayang kaya sankharang passasissamiti sikkati. Then we also have iti ajjhattang va kaye kayanupasse viharati bahiddha va kaye kayanupasse viharati ajjhatta bahiddha va kaye kayanupasse viharati samudaya dhammanupasse va kayasmin viharati vaya dhammanupasse va kayasmin viharati samudaya vaya dhammanupasse va kayasmin viharati atthikayoti va panasa sati pacchupattita hoti Yavadeva jnanamattaya patissati mattaya anisitocha viharati nacha kinchi loke upadiyati evampi ko bhikkhave bhikkhu kaya anupasse viharati. In this paragraph, we also have simile first, and then we talk about the entire kaya anupassana. Everything about the kaya anupassana in 16 steps it is mentioned. So just as a skill turner, one who actually do kind of throwing up, and or his apprentice, his maybe his student, when making a long turn knows, I make a long turn, or when making a short turn knows, I make a short turn. So too, breathing in long, he knows, I breathe in long. And Buddha's amazing power to use these different kinds of similes are really, really interesting, very important. And then breathing in long, he knows I breathing in long. Breathing out long, he knows I breathe out long. Breathing in short, he knows breathing in short. Breathing out short, he knows breathing out short. He trains thus. Okay, now this is, remember, the first part is naturally happening. Now he trains. Trains means you have to make some effort. I shall breathe, experience in the whole body. So you have to experience experience the whole body. It doesn't happen naturally. You have to train yourself to do that. It needs a lot of practice. And he trains thus, I shall breathe out, experience in the whole body. That is Sabbakaya Patisangveda. He trains thus, I shall breathe in, calm in the bodily formation. That is what we call Kaya Sankara, right? And then I shall breathe out, calm in the bodily formation. And then in this way, in regard to the body, he abides contemplating the body internally, or he abides contemplating the body externally. He abides contemplating the body internally and externally. He abides contemplating the nature of the arising in his body, arising in the body, or he abides contemplating the nature of passing away of the body, or he abides contemplating the nature of both arising and passing away in the body, or mindfulness that there is a body is established in him to the extent necessary for bare knowledge and continuous mindfulness. And he abides independent, not clinging to anything in the world. That is how, in regard to the bodily, in regard to the body, he abides contemplating and the body. So we will take up this paragraph into discussion. So simile of the Turner, I was just actually trying to see what is this simile. Sayathapi bhikkhave dakko bhamakaro va bhamakarante vasiva. So dakko means, sayathapi means just as. Bhikkhave, O monks. This is the Alapana Vibhati, addressing, O monks. Dakko bhamakaro, skilled turner or skilled person who do this throwing top. And Bhamakarante Vasiva, Ante Vasi means student or apprentice. So Bhamakarante Vasiva, apprentice person, and any of them. Dighangva Anchanto, when making a long turn, Anchanto, making a long turn, and Dighang Anchamiti Pajanati, he knows I make a long turn. And Rasangva Anchanto, when making a short turn, he knows Rasang Anchamiti Pajanati, he knows I make a wrong turn, short turn. So in this, Bhamakara, or what we call Bhamara, I found this little information over there. So Bhumaru is another word, Bhumaru, and in Sinhala it is called Bhamaraya, and in Maharashtra Prakrit it is called Bhamara, very similar we can see. And then Bhamri and Bhamali and Bhamalia, and then Old Marathi Bhavara and Bhangvara. I think in Hindi also it is something like, Bhavar or Bhor. And then maybe modern Marathi, they also have Bhora. So this is what we call Bhamara. And in Pali it is Bhamara. So Sauraseni Prakrit, we have also Bhamara. Gujarati we have Bhamardo. And in Hindi we have Bhavar or Bor. Also we have Bhavra or Bora. And then in Tamil we have Piramam. Yes, Piramam. And then Telugu we also have Brahmaramu. So this one, is the one I found. This is actually we have seen in our childhood days. We also played this one. This is the throwing top or turner. So the person who does that, this is like a game, or there are different kinds of bhamaras also. So it is also called turner. So you need some special skill to play with that. And this is about the bhamakara, the one who makes bhamara, or his student. And then the sutta goes on to discuss about the other steps. As I mentioned, there are 16 I found. And so the breaking up goes on to bhikkhu dighangva evameva ko bhikkhave means so too monks. Bhikkhu dighangva asasanto dighang asasamiti pajanati. Monk dighangva asasanto, breathing long. Dighang asasamiti pajanati, knows that I breathe long. Dighangva pasasanto, like breathing out, so long. Iti pajanati, knows that dighang pasasami, I breathe out long. Rasangva asasanto, breathing in short. Rasa means short. Diga means long. Rasa means short. Rasangva asasanto, breathing in short. Pajanati, he knows. The iti, that. Rasang asasami, I breathe short. I breathe in short. And then rasangva pasasanto, breathing out short. Pajanati, no, he knows. Iti, that. Rasang pasasami, I breathe out short. Sabbakaya patisangvedi. This is the experience in the whole body. Sabbakaya, as I mentioned, the whole volume of the breathing. And patisangvedi, experiencing. And asasamiti, I shall breathe in. Asasami, I shall breathe in. Iti sikkati, he trains thus. Sikkati means training. And sabbakaya patisangvedi, same thing. I shall breathe out. So I shall breathe. It should be actually breathe out. So sabbakaya patisangvedi, experience in the whole body. Sikkati iti, he trains thus. So breathing in and breathing out, he trains thus. So we need to really practice. When you are into this level, it is already a very good improvement in your meditation. And first two is way easier, but still not easy. It's a long practice. And then again, diga rasa, like long, short difference, distinguishing the two of the breathing in and breathing out, long and short, you also need to practice a lot. And when you practice a lot, and then you come to the next level, sabbakaya patisangvedi, breathing in, experiencing the whole body. And that is there. So same thing with the breathing in and breathing out. And then the next one, pasam bhayang kaya sankarang, I shall breathe out, calming the bodily formation. We will go to the what do you call Atakatha to discuss about that a little bit. So pasambhayang kaya sankarang asasaisamiti sikkati. So he trains thus. Iti sikkati. He trains thus. I shall breathe in, calming the bodily formation. Pasambhayang. Pasambhayang means calm. And kaya sankhara is bodily formation. So thinking that he he goes to breathing in. And let me go to the Atakatha over here. I think we don't have the Pasambhayam Kaya Sankhara. Yeah. So we do have the Ajjata Bahidha. Maybe we will go to that there. So Pasambhayam Kaya Sankharang Asasissamiti Sikkati. And then Pasambhayam Kaya Sankharang Passasissamiti Sikkati. He trains thus iti. I shall breathe out, calming the bodily formation. And iti ajjhatangva kaye kaya anupassi viharati. In this way, ajjhatangva kaye kaya anupassi viharati, in regard to the body. So ajjhata means internal. Okay, kaya, in regard to the body, kaya anupassi viharati, he abides contemplating the body internally. Here, ajjhata, internally. So in regard to the body, he abides contemplating the body internally. Now let's go to the here. Iti ajjatangva iti evaṁ attanova assasa passasa kaye kayanupassi viharati. So attano means one's own assasa passasa, one's own breathing in and breathing out. And that is what we call here ajjhata. And bahidhava iti parasava assasa passasa kaye. That means somebody else's assasa passasa. So not only your own breathing, but you also have to focus on other people's breathing too. That's really, again, much more advanced, profound practice when it comes to this level. And then ajjhatta bahidhavati kalena attano kalena parassa assasa passasa kaye. So from time to time, you have to know, you have to focus on your breathing. From time to time, you have to focus on others breathing in and out too. Etenasa pagunaka kammattanang attapetva aparaparang sancharana kalo katito. So you have to really make a good progress in these two this way. Ekasmin kale panidhang ubhayang na labati. So both these things have to be practiced from time to time, which is very important. Okay, so now you know, when it comes to this level, you really have to become even more advanced. So not only you, but also the other people's. Bahidha means external. And then he abides contemplating the body externally. Ajjhata bahidha, he abides contemplating the body both internally and externally. So from time to time, you need to focus, you need to contemplate on yourself and other people's breathing too. Samudaya dhamma anupasseva kayasmin viharati. Or he abides contemplating the nature of arising in the body. So samudaya means samudaya dhammanupassi. That means udaya, sang udaya. That means arising. Nature of Dhamma here means nature. Anupassi means contemplating. Contemplating the arising of nature, nature of arising of the body, kayasmin. So kaya again here, it is the body of the breathing, because it is about the breathing, right? So samudaya dhamma anupassiva kayasmin viharati. He abides contemplating the nature of arising in the body. Vaya dhamma anupassi. So here vaya dhamma anupassi, I broke it. So you can see that. Vaya means, samudaya means rising, vaya means passing away. So when we breathe in and when we breathe out, it's a very powerful teaching that we learn. That is the life and death, birth and death, beginning and end, arising and passing away. Vaya dhamma anupassiva kaye Kayasmin Virati. He abides contemplating the nature of passing away in the body. Now you can see how profound and powerful these practices are, Kaya Anupasi. So now I think it goes beyond the Anapana Sati here. You can see up to here, Asasi Samiti, Pasasi Samiti, and then it goes on to contemplate on the physical body as well. So Samudaya Vaya Dhamma Anupasi and Attikayo Iti. Okay, so here it is the both contemplating both arising and passing away of the body. And then Attikayo iti va pana assa sati pachupattita hoti, or mindfulness that there is a body is established in him. And I want to take you to the Atakatha over here. Samudaya Dhamma Anupasi va yatha nama kammara basatancha gaggara ninancha tajjancha vayamang paticcha vato aparaparang sancharati. Okay, so this is again about the vata, means the air. So it goes aparaparang here and there, sancharati, it travels. Evam bhikkhuno karajakāyancha. Karajakāya means this body, and nasa putancha. So this is again the nasal point. Chittancha paticcha asasa passasa kayo apara parang sancharati. So it's again talking about the breathing, how the air that travels here and there in between the nostril and the upper lip, and when we see that breathing in and out, and how we see that kaya dayo dhamma samudaya dhamma te passanto samudaya dhamma anupasiva kayasmin viharati iti uchyate. So we can see how important is that that we are very much aware of every single breath in means birth, every single breath out is the death and decay. So that samudaya and vaya, that nature, that law, we need to be very mindful about. That really is another very powerful practice. It goes on now on to vipassana. Vaya dhamma anupasi. Now we can see samudaya dhamma anupasi, vaya dhamma anupasi, yata bhastaya, apanithaya, gaggaratalinya, bhinnaya, tajje cha vayame asati, so vato nappavattati. Evameva kaye bhinne nasapute viddhaste chitte cha niruddhe asasa passasa kayo nama nappavattati kaya nirodha. So when the breathing, the incoming breath touches the body, touches the nostril, we can see how it goes away, and after that, that is the beginning, and that is the end. When the breathing in touches the body, nostril, and it will be the end of it. So you know the beginning and the end. So over here it is said binne nasapute viddaste. That means when it breaks up, once it touches the nostril, it breaks up. So you need to recognize it, and that is the vaya dhamma. That is the decay of that, and that is called vaya dhamma anupasye khayasmin va viharati. So this is again about the breath body. Samudaya vaya dhamma anupasye means kalena samudayang kalena vayang anupassanto. So you need to see from time to time, you see the samudaya and the vaya arising and the decaying of the breath. You need to know that. Attikayoti, I think this is very important. People might be misled otherwise. Attikayoti va panasa. Kayo atti, na satto. Only the body is there, no being, no puggalo, no person, no iti, no woman, no puriso, no man, na atta, no self. So nahang, no mama, not I, not my. So no kochi, no one, no kasachi, no one's. Evameva sati pachupattita hoti. This way, sati, the mindfulness, is established. So when we see that atthikayoti va panasa, don't get confused that there is so the sutta talks about a self. No, it is not the idea here. So atthikayoti va panasa means you have that understanding that there is only the breath body and no puggala, no person, no self, no I, me, myself, nothing. And this is again another very serious, profound Dhamma teaching is here. So yavadeva jnanamattaya patissati mattaya anissitocha viharati, to the extent necessary for bare knowledge, anissitocha viharati, one lives with continuous mindfulness. And so to the extent necessary, yavadeva jnanamattaya, bare knowledge. So just for the bare knowledge, you need to know that these important practices are already there. So anisitocha viharati, he lives with continuous mindfulness. Continuously, the practitioner has to be mindful about all these steps. Nacha kochi loke upadiyati, and then he has to live in this world, abides in this world, independent. Na upadiyati means no upadana, no clinging, not clinging to anything in the world. Evampi ko bhikkhave bhikkhu kaya kaya anupasse viharati. That is how, O monks. Evang api, that is how, thus, bhikkhave, O monks, bhikkhu, monk, kaya, in the body, kaya anupasi, contemplating the body, viharati, dwells, abide. In regard to the body, the monks abides contemplating the body. So this is about the those steps in the sutta that we discussed. I think with that we can conclude for today, and Kayanupassana is done with that, and we will go to the next. And we have a question here. Why colors are seen while we meditate? When we start meditation first time, then after some time we concentrate on breathing. Yes, those things can happen. This is very natural if you see those things. And what is more important for you is not any of these things, but to keep focusing on your meditation. Because when you especially when you focus on anapanasati, maybe the experience can be a little different. So many different kinds of experiences can be there. Sometimes you might feel some colors, because when you close your eyes and focus on your air, and different kinds of colors can be there. But remember, these things are also a little bit of improvement in your meditation. If you can see those things, they are also, that means you are slowly focusing on your breathing. Sometimes you might feel like some other experiences too, like scratching, or maybe like some crawling feeling sensation. Different kinds of sensation can be there, like itching. All these things can be there. Some kind of an object, maybe dark or white or whatever. Also depends on the place where you meditate, so it can always be a little bit different. Yeah, so why body is having pain? Yeah, body has pain because body has pain because you think body is yours. That is why, definitely. That is exactly why you have pain. If you have pain, that means you think this is my body. If you think it is not your body, then you won't probably have the pain anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I also recommend you ask these questions in the YouTube so other people also can see that. So what is important when you practice, like when you have body pain, it's important you have to um, keep your position correct, especially with the Anapanasati. You have to make sure that you are straight. Ujung kayang panidhaya, in the sutta we learned that. Very important, you know that ujung kayang panidhaya thing. That means your body is straight, really important. And because it facilitates the smooth functioning of your respiratory system. In order to do that, you need to make sure that your body is straight. And probably the Anapanasati needs definitely straight body. But if you practice like Metta Bhavana, you probably don't need to have that one. So that is fine. Even while lay down, while walking, you can do the breathing meditation. I mean, Metta meditation. But for Anapanasati, you need to have the straight body, very important. And then body pain can be there at the beginning, but you continue to sit, and then slowly your body will be adjusted. And also the theory of what do you call gravity will work, and then you will be able to sit properly and for a longer time. And when you have body pain also, just don't um, try to actually um, focus on that pain. I mean, don't try to panic with that pain. Just calm down. The more you calm, the less your pain becomes. So it's important that when you have body pain, you also think like calm down. Then your body will pain also will be less. Plus, when you have the body pain, you can also see, try to find out where is actually the body pain. If you if you try to focus on that, where actually is the pain, then you will see it's going here and there. It's not one place, and it's also not permanent, and it's not it goes away. Yeah, pain comes to end later on. It's really important. And then also when you practice, you will also feel like your body is much more lighter. All the pain is gone, and you will feel like you are floating. All these things can happen. And the more you practice, the more beautiful it becomes. Okay. So with that, we conclude for today, and thank you everyone for joining us, and wish you all a very happy day, and looking forward to seeing you again next week with the same at the same time. And hopefully this sutta discussion will be very helpful for your practice and also for your Pali knowledge. Really important. Tomorrow, again, we have two Pali classes. In fact, we will do the grading with our level 1 and level 2 students. And then Sunday, we I think maybe not the exam of Hindi medium student. Hopefully it will happen later on. And then Tuesday, we have the Wiki Pali translation project. So looking forward to seeing you in our future programs. Thank you again for joining us. By the power of this beautiful Dhamma lesson, may you all be blessed by the Noble Triple Gem. May you and your family members, friends and relatives be well, happy, healthy, safe wherever you are. And may all the departed ones also share this merit, receive this merit, be well, happy, healthy, safe wherever they are. And all devas, brahmas, all sentient beings also be blessed by the Noble Triple Gem. And may you and your family members, friends and relatives, and all your neighbors, everyone in the country, everyone in the world, every sentient being, including devas and other sentient beings, be well, happy, healthy. May all of us be able to live our life peacefully, comfortably, with good health. And may all of us be able to live close to the Dhamma. May all of us be able to associate with wonderful Kalyana Mitra friends. And may all of us be able to attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana, the absolute peace and happiness at the end of our samsara. Thinking thus, please keep your palms together close to your heart and say 3 times, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Abhivadana silis nichang vaddha pachayino chattaro dhamma vaddhanti ayuvanno sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevacha ato nibbana sampatti eminate samijjatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Bhante Ji.
Hello. Anyone wants to say something? Arpana or Sangamita before?
Thank you, Bhante Ji. Thank you all for joining the online class for Sutta series.